Hey, my name's Hinal. I've come from Kenya and I'm studying science in ICM.
Hello, my name is Noor. I'm studying in International College of Manitoba and my major is arts.
Hey, this is Irene here and I'm from Bangladesh and doing computer science over here in ICM and just going to shift it in UFM.
Hi, my name is Anthony Justin. I'm from Nigeria. I'm studying UTB Arts and Political Sciences.
Hello, my name is Tanya. I am from Zimbabwe. I am currently studying UTB Stage 2 Science in ICM. One of my best moments here in Winnipeg was probably Canada Day. Like how all the Canadians came together and they were all united, celebrating all the years they have been in existence. That was really good for me because it showed me how much these guys have proud of their country, and it really inspired me.
I really like the winter period. It's the skating, everywhere. During the time it's really cold, but during classes we have to wake up very early. I show you how many classes, so it's pretty interesting.
When I used to have snowball fights with my friends during winter, and we used to just get together and enjoy winter.
You may find a lot of different people from all over the world and they are really supportive in terms of friendship or academic questions, and the university as itself is really nice. And what I like about it, that they have advisors, so the advisors, they would really help you out in whatever questions you would have. And the Winnipeg city is full of different surprises, such as international food, different museums, theaters. They have a lot of different parks out there, and it has a lovely weather, especially in winter time.
The 1st July is Canada Day. It was 150 years of Canada Day, and I went there some Winnipeg night markets and all that stuff. So I explored all those things. It was really good experience for me, and I really love those things. So people are wearing red t-shirts and white t-shirts. It all seems like Canada is everywhere. So you'll find the kind of festival days over here. Winnipeg is famous for the festivals, right? So you will have fun over there.
Chikufara kuchimuripano ku ICM.
Шагатом ICM.
Добро пожаловать в ICM, Международный колледж провинции Манитоба.
Welcome to ICM!
Karibu ku ICM!
Welcome to ICM!
Sometimes you start wondering, why am I doing all of this? Why am I here? I could have been with them, with friends, with family, there my whole life. I miss them a lot. Here it is absolutely new world. You need time to get used to the environment, culture, to the feeling that you are alone without people that used to surround you, used to make your life meaningful. Why am I here? For a better future. Sometimes you need to sacrifice the most valuable things to make more out of life at the end.
Hello, my name is Ilya and I'm a Fraser International College student.
Why am I here? Education? Yes, but not quite. Job? Yes, but not just that. Opportunities. Fraser International College is a unique place that, apart from giving you education, provides you with opportunities to get involved in the community that might have looked unfriendly. Opportunities to make you stronger when you feel you don't have the power to keep going anymore. Opportunities to explore yourself and find out what is your path. Opportunities to take the full responsibility of your life and make the ones you love have a sign of relief. To make them feel proud of you. Opportunities to grow as a human being and foster your professional skills. FIC is a place where I found another family. It was a light that started guiding me on the way of my self-determination. Engagement in leadership programs was the key element of finding out what I wanted and how I would achieve it. I am surrounded with support and like-minded people that always understand and will always motivate to do more. Sometimes it is hard to study, hard to think of your past again. No matter what, you try to get involved, you get out of your comfort zone. You experience new emotions and create memories with new people. You build a new path that will guide you towards success. Why am I here? The doors that FIC can open for me.
Hi, bye. You're on mute. I think you're talking.
Yes. So, yes, dear viewers, good evening and welcome you once again on today's live show. Sorry, my mic was unfortunate, it was mute. I maybe could not hear me properly, but now if you can hear, please let us know. And if you have any issues listening us, please let us know so that we can correct the technical issues if there is any issues like this. And yes, we have given some videos over here and for about ICM and FIC, since they are the best pathway colleges in the top ranked university, which is Simon Fraser University and of course University of Manitoba. And definitely we'll talk about these two pathway colleges and one of the most popular institutions in Canada. Actually the motto is like same achievement with different pathways. Like sometimes we are really that very interested to go to the top ranked university in Canada, but due to our lower grades or average grades, sometimes we could not start our journey with the main campus. So in that case, the FIC and ICM stands for that still you have chances to fulfill your dream, definitely, and you can achieve your degree from these top ranked universities if you start your journey through FIC and ICM, which is a very fantastic option for you. And today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Abul Hasnat, who is the regional manager of Navitas from Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. And definitely, I would like to request all our viewers, if you're watching this live session, please try to share this live session in your timeline. So people who are interested for study in Canada, definitely they will be benefited. And if you have any question, you can ask on live session, and we'll try to answer your question. So I would like to introduce Mr. Hasnat. Hasnat bhai, how are you? And welcome
I'm
you
good.
to this
I'm
live
good.
session. And if you could introduce yourself to the viewers. I think there could be some technical issues. Hassan bhai, can you hear me? Okay, there could be some technical issues. Yes, Hassan bhai, I think there was some technical issues. So anyway, would you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, first of all, Sideby, for organizing this and also playing such lovely videos of our campuses. So yeah, really, really appreciate it. So by the way, my name is Abul Hasnat. As you know, I am regional manager of Navitas. I do look after Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan region. So I think one thing we need to talk about, what is Navitas? You know, a lot of times student is here to know about ICM and FIC, but when I say Navitas, some students might get confused. So I'll take a couple of minutes to explain what is Navitas, so it will make everybody's life easy as well. So Navitas is a pathway education provider. So we are one of the world leading pathway education provider, where we do have pathway colleges all over the world, including
I think there is another technical issues once again. I hope it will be solved very soon. It could be sometimes the network issues. So I would like to request our viewers, please keep patience, and most probably will come back very soon. Hassan bhai, can you hear me? Okay, so there could be some technical issues in terms of I think in the side of Mr. Hasnat. So definitely we'll be connecting him very soon. And in between this time, I would like to say something about FIC and ICM and what is pathway actually. Since sometimes our students, we find sometimes that they have lower grades in class 12 or in HSC or A levels. So sometimes they are feeling that they won't be eligible. It's true that they won't be eligible to the direct university like Simon Fraser University of ICM, and University of Manitoba, because okay, I will connect Mr. Hasnat again. Yes, I think
yes.
there is some technical issues, in network issues, I think. So anyway,
Yes, really apologies for that. Yeah. Unfortunately, we need to live our life with this technical.
no problem.
Sorry for that again. So as I was saying, Navitas is pathway education provider where we do have pathway colleges worldwide. including Canada. And the main target of Navitas is it's a group. So your student is not actually studying at Navitas, they're studying at the Pathway College, but it's maintained by the same group called Navitas. Now, one thing I would like to say is the main benefits we provide to our students are smaller classroom size and also personalized tuition. So we understand international students needs extra support when they go first time abroad, right? We do not think that, yes, it's much more easier for them to go up because they need time. That is where Navitas comes. That is where ICM and FIC comes. We want to ensure that students get extra support, students study in a smaller classroom, and they need personalized support and the academic support or welfare support, student support. They need a lot of things, right? Saidbhai, you will understand, like students, most of them is going first time abroad maybe. So on that time, obviously it's tough for them to cope. That is where we come. That is where we ensure, yes, students are getting support.
So definitely, Hassan, will yes. So definitely, that the Navitas is, and because Navitas definitely is the biggest pathway provider in the world. And before going to the topics one by one, I would like to share some exciting news from Canadian immigration that they have announced that students still do online classes till April 2021. Still, they will be eligible for PGWP, which is postgraduate work permit. And if student can finish 50% of the program online in their home country, still they will be eligible for PGWP. So it's a fantastic options, and students are getting AIP, approval in principle, successfully, and they've started the online classes without having any problems. Students are really experiencing the new platform of learning given by the Canadian education institutions. Hassan bhai, actually, you know that Simon Fraser University and University of Manitoba, both these universities are very fantastic universities. The top rank, especially Simon Fraser is one of the top 10 universities in Canada. And when we get inquiries from most of the students, they always look for the ranking, like those who are ranked, I mean, in between top 10 or top 15. So in that case, they are always preferring Simon Fraser and this kind of similar category of universities. But when it comes to the pathway program, since the Navitas is saying the same achievement with the different pathway, we know that the requirements of both these universities are completely or truly very high. So students, they cannot join directly when they have a mid-level grades or average grades. So do you think that is there any difference if a student go to a direct university or they start through a pathway program?
Thank you very much. That's really nice question. I really love it to talk about it. Now, for students, when they are going pathway, obviously the O-level students or really low grade students in HSC, well, they're going to UTP stage 1. Yes, it's just foundation level, so they need to study extra 8 months. However, the students are going to UTP stage 2, there are no difference. Even there are more extra benefits. So let me tell you a little bit more. Our pathway campus, let's say ICM or FIC, is situated inside the university. So it is inside the, let's say ICM is University of Manitoba, inside the University of Manitoba, FIC is Simon Fraser University. So students from the day one is studying at the university campus, and they're gonna get university benefits as well, such as, if they need to use international center, career counseling service, health center, personal counseling, computer lab, and library. So they will get all these facilities from university. Now let's come to our point. The academic quality is same, the year is same. So they're going to study 1 year UTP stage 2, and they will straightway join second year, not losing any year as well. So academically is same. Tuition fees wise, even it's similar, even we have a little bit lower. And now let's compare with the quality. As it is inside the university and pathway, the quality is same, and also most of the lecturers are similar as well. Now these are all same. Now come to extra benefits. Here the classroom is small. Obviously student gonna get more attention. We do offer one-to-one session to students as well when they need. We offer extended instruction time. We do have lots of workshops because we know these are new students. So, to match them with the culture, to match them with the employers, we also do CV writing workshop, English workshop to ensure they are getting that service, right? And at the same time, we also have our programs are monitored by university. So then it's again the quality is there. So you can see the academical is same, tuition fees is same, campus is same. On the top, you're gonna get extra benefits. So yeah, I cannot see difference. I can see benefits.
Benefits, exactly. And the thing you have mentioned, it's a very fantastic, because since when students are going from Bangladesh or from some other countries to a Canadian environment, so definitely they must be nervous. Sometimes they feel hesitate, that how to adjust with the environment, with the people, with the professors, with the that university campuses. So definitely this kind of pathway programs will set them up, will set them to adjust all the things with all the things, and they will get some, because since the classes are small, class size is small, and they will be that getting the professor's attention personally. So it's a very good thing. I would say that for their grooming, it's very important to start with the pathway things. But and if I talk
Yeah.
about the location.
Just
Yes.
to add the thing what you just said, I forgot to mention that as well. I think what I've always seen, I look after South Asia markets, South Asia regions. What I've always seen is students from South Asia, they badly need pathway. They badly need this small classroom. The main reason is, I mean, I'm not shy to say that the South Asian, we born with shyness. We always have a shyness. Like, if I ask the question, what lecturer will think? Oh no, I should not ask that. What others will think? So that's one of the shyness we have by born. Now, to break that, to ice break that, you need small class where lecturer can go to you. So what we do is, as it is small class, our lecturers can see that, okay, which student is actually attentive, which one, sitting in the class, but his mind is somewhere else.
Somewhere
So
else, yes.
last point, yes, yes.
Yes, and sometimes if the classroom size is bigger, like 200 people in a classroom, sometimes who is sleeping and who is gossiping is very hard to find out. No, so in our school life also we slept in the classroom, and when class has gone, we don't know. So this is happening. So when the class size is that small, in
Yeah.
that case, I think it's better to get attention by the professor. It's very important. So now let's talk about the that the location. Since FIC located in Vancouver and ICM located in Winnipeg, and both cities are very fantastic cities, but students, they want to know about the location, since people now, they can easily Google the location, and they can know so many things, and they are very confused whether they should go to Toronto or Calgary or Montreal or Winnipeg or Vancouver. So what do you say about these two locations?
Definitely. Thank you very much, Bhai. This is very important as well. Like, let's say if I talk about ICM first, it is in first of all in Manitoba. Then we talk about, yes, it's in Winnipeg. So Winnipeg is one of the city, is like really, really capital city, where, capital of the province, where you have lots of companies, financial services, different headquarters located in Winnipeg. So what student always want to know, that the place I'm going, is it really, like a proper city, or is it like a, regional site? So one thing I can say is Manitoba is situated in the proper city like Winnipeg, where in terms of part-time jobs or co-op program, or after completing a degree, the jobs are available because a lot of headquarters are situated in Winnipeg. So yeah, you're absolutely correct. Student definitely can, Google it, can see it.
But why students are very afraid of extreme cold? What do you say about it?
Yeah,
In
okay,
Winnipeg.
that's one thing I would like to address as well. First of all, it's not winter all the time. So it's winter time. It's cold in Bangladesh as well. It's cold in even UK. I live, I used to live in UK as well. So where in winter we had -3, -4 as well, where in summer it was up to 30, 38. I have seen 38 as well. So it's quite huge difference. So for students, yes, initially first winter would be a little bit difficult for them. I completely agree. But when they go to summer, it's definitely, it's not really, really, it's very warm in summer. And also after, living one winter, I can see that they will be able to co-op that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just last winter, I would
And
always
when I talked to the University of Manitoba even, so they said that actually they won't feel that they are in a winter situation, like they won't feel that kind of cool, because everywhere there is a heating system, and of
yes,
course students can use the underground tunnel to move
yes,
from one building to another building, so they won't feel like that.
yep.
And if I talk about the Vancouver, definitely I think you have a lot of things to say.
Yes, now let's come to FIC. So that's another thing. If students think it's very cold in ICM or Manitoba, one thing I always say is, yes, heaters are there, everything is there, but still they think, oh no, I want to go out and I'll feel that winter. Then let's choose FIC. Vancouver is, the weather is kind of like London as well. It's not very, very warm, or it's not very, very cold as well. So it's somewhere in the middle. So that's why the weather is very nice. If student wants to, study somewhere a little bit warmer place, then Vancouver could be a really, really good choice. And for FIC as well, same thing I was about to say, that it's also really one of the Vancouver, that it's one of the busiest city as well. So students would get a lot of benefits studying there. There are a lot of core programs, there are a lot of companies are there. So students should not be able to, feel that, no, they're in a regional side, or they're not getting enough part-time job or a job after completing the degree.
Exactly. And especially Vancouver is something, it's called actually the third livable city in the world, and definitely they won't feel that kind of cold during winter. It's a very short time and not so cold as Manitoba, and definitely a student will get a very good environment in Vancouver as well. But since I think living expense is a bit higher in Vancouver, what do you think?
Sorry. Can you? It was.
Yes. So far, students are quite worried about the living expenses in Vancouver, since it could be quite higher than other cities. What do you say about it?
I wouldn't say it's that much high. Let's say if you live in Toronto, let's say for our, and they always think about living in Toronto. So if you can live in Toronto, Vancouver, it will be the cheaper one for you. Yes, it's slightly higher than Manitoba. Manitoba is, if we start talking about living costs, it's one of the top 10 destination for North America. And then it's also one of the most cost competitive cities in US and Western Canada. But if I talk about Vancouver, it's slightly higher, but not like Toronto, living in Toronto.
Exactly. And so far, I can see that I have seen that students, when they choose homestay options, so they can manage by 1,000 Canadian dollar per month in a homestay options, and which is quite affordable. I think not so high like Toronto, and definitely it's a good options for students as well. So, Hassan bhai, we'll talk about now about the programs, and what kind of programs do ICM and FIC offer, and from which level students can join to your program, and also the admission requirement, including IELTS as well.
Exactly. I would like to quickly share my screen so that, just 1 second.
Sure.
Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, yes, we can see.
Perfect. I just wanted to show to student as well, because sometimes when we say verbally, they might not understand completely the structure. So what we have, you can see, we have UTP stage 1 here, where UTP stage 1 is same as in Bangladesh. A lot of time we call it foundation. So mainly the student who recently completed O-level and or students not qualified for UTP stage 2, they goes for UTP stage 1. It's like a foundation. It's 8 months program, and it's more generic, so it doesn't have anything like business, science. It's more generic. It's open for all students, but it will give them the foundation to go to the next level. So the next level, so it is 8 months. The next level, it is UTP stage 2. that is equivalent to university first year. So you can see this is a 12 months, so it's 3 semesters students to study. Here, they will study 1 year and then they will join second year of the university. So studying that, they are not going to lose any time. So that is same for ICM, same for FIC. So I'm not going to show differently. It's same, UTP stage 1 and then UTP stage 2. Right. As I was talking about a little bit about our program. So the program we have, UTP stage 1, as I said, is more generic. Then in UTP stage 2, I will go by school so student will understand. So the first thing we have agriculture and food science, arts, business, engineering, environment and art resources, and science as well. So for Bangladeshi students, a lot of time we get in terms of science, let's say we get query for computer science. So we do have computer science. And if they want to study software engineering or a lot of times they want to do programming as well. So we do have those options. And then apart from that, yes, we do have, we also do have a lot of other science program. Let's say they want to study physics, they want to study a little bit more biological. So we do have those programs as well. And now let's come to engineering. Obviously, student a lot of times wants to know about civil engineering, electrical engineering. We do have those options as well. I'm just going to top courses which Bangladeshi students are more interested.
Exactly.
Because I want to talk all courses, I need to spend whole night, I think.
Exactly.
So, then in terms of business, as I said, a lot of times student wants to do accounting, business studies. So we do have those programs as well. And at the same time, what I always say, if you do stage 1, it's more generic. You can go to any site. So after stage 1, you will decide. For stage 2, we have the set program. So yes, we have wide range of program at ICM for students to choose. Now, if I can quickly talk about the tuition fees, because that's the most important thing. And remember, thing we were talking about ranking. I just want to mention ranking before I talk about tuition fees. Then students can compare. Number 1, University of Manitoba is member of U15. So a lot of students, if you know about this U15, it's a group of 15 universities, top universities, research universities. So University of Manitoba is one of the member of U15. Now, if I talk about now ranking, worldwide ranking, if you see Times Higher Education 2020 ranking, University of Manitoba is top 400 in the world. So student wants to know, the university I'm studying, is it top 400 in the world? So answer is yes. Now, you know the ranking, we have talked about that. If we do have co-op program as well. So if I talk about our Aspire Business School, like Manitoba Aspire Business School, co-op program, 2018, the 99% graduate were employed or got into further studies within 6 months as well. So that is really, really great stat for students. And again and again, as I keep saying, U15 members top 400 in the world. Now let's come to tuition fees. UTP stage 1 foundation is just 17,379, and UTP stage 2 is just 18,527, which is quite affordable. If you see the university rankings, top 400 in the world, it could be other country like Australia, UK, US. So you can check those rankings and then compare the tuition fees. I would say we are quite affordable. That is one thing I always talk to students. And in terms of living as well, as I've been saying, it's quite affordable for living as well. So per year, the estimated is $12,000, which is $1,000 per month, and it is cost of living. So it includes a lot of things as well, except accommodation, including accommodation. So this is one thing I always say, look at the ranking, look at the tuition fees. I would say, yes, University of Manitoba will be one of your best choice for students. And at the same time, if you look at, I sometimes feel bad, like a lot of students, study at university or any other providers where, they pay more than 20,000 or 25,000, but the ranking is actually not that high. So For students, my suggestion is, yes, if you get even better university than University of Manitoba with the ranking, please go ahead, think about ranking, think about living costs, think about tuition fees. University of Manitoba would be one of the good choice for you. Now, the entry requirement. Again, we are quite flexible with the entry requirements as well. As we have been saying, we are pathways, so we want to ensure that students are getting enough support. So, a lot of times I get this question that your requirement is slightly lower. Does it mean you're getting all the low quality students? The answer is no. Entry requirement is flexible. The reason is you're going to study, students are going to study in a smaller classroom where they get the support they need, the lackings they have. So by the time they complete ICM with us, their standard is same as the students studied any other university in the first year. So we ensure the standard is up. We give that extra support. Now, in terms of entry requirement for O-level students, UTP stage 1 is 3 academic subjects. You need to pass 3 academic subjects. UTP stage 2, we want 2 D in A-level, or if they have AS as well, 4 academic AS with D. So which means 2 As equal to 1 A, we count it that way. And then if you are, IB students, you need 18 points to get into UTP stage 1, or you need 22 points to get into UTP stage 2. The only a little bit higher requirement is for engineering. You need C. We need minimum C in math, chemistry, and physics as well. IB students, we need 24. Now, for Bangladeshi students, Bangladeshi qualification, HSC qualifications, UTP stage 1, we need grade B, 50% in 4 academic subjects. So if you have studied, let's say, Bangla, Islamic studies, those are not counted as academic subjects. So we will look into your transcript and we will find the academic subjects, and we will only count those grades. The next one is if they want to join UTP stage 2, we have entry requirement of A-, which is 65% in 4 academic subjects with no score below B, below 50%. And in 10th, they need to have 50% as well. Again, for science, it's similar requirement, but we need 2 science subject. But I understand in Bangladesh, if student wants to go to science, if they studied from science background, they definitely have either physics, chemistry, math or biology. So they do have those, so it's not a problem for them. The next one is engineering. Again, in engineering, you need 75%. We have a slightly higher entry requirement for engineering, and they need to go for math. You need to have math, chemistry, and physics. Again, I'm sure they do have that. It's not like they don't. I think the next one is Ielts requirement. That is one of the important things students always ask. So for ICM, the direct entry, UTP stage 1 or UTP stage 2, you need Ielts 5.5, no band less than 5. So that's the entry requirement at this stage for UTP stage 1 or 2 direct entry. For mixed entry, where student can, our entry requirement is overall 5, no band less than 4.5. The mixed entry works is like student will have English modules, English subjects, plus academic subjects. So it will be, the semester will be mixed. They will need to take extra subjects. And obviously there are additional fees for the extra subjects if they want to go for. Now, the good thing is for O-level students, if you have English C grade in your O-level, you are academically exempted from Ielts. So we do not need Ielts if you have C grade in English. And due to the pandemic, yeah, that's one of the really good news for O-level students. But a lot of students, they want to, sit for Ielts for visa purposes, or they think Ielts will case stronger. It's up to student, but from our side, academically, we need C. And the next,
sorry to interrupt you. I have 2 specific questions on your UTP stage 1 and UTP stage 2. Number 1 question is that since UTP stage 1 is the foundation program, since we know that students are allowed to do part-time work 20 hours a week, so in the level of foundation they can work part-time?
No, this is unfortunate. So UTP stage 1 foundation for that 8 months, they cannot work because it's quite level 0. program, so they are not allowed to work. But UTP stage 2, yes, 20 hours per
20 hours
week.
per week. That is number one. And since students are always look for the diversity, always they look for the that variation. So after doing the UTP stage 2, so can they join transfer their credits to any other university of Canada in Canada, or they need to join only University of Manitoba?
No, okay. This is thank you very much. This is a very interesting question. The thing is, our curriculum, as we are directly pathway to University of Manitoba, like a lot of private colleges, they have this open credit, right? But us, we focus on University of Manitoba and we follow the same curriculum. So for us, yes, they can go to University of Manitoba directly to second year. But if they go to other provider, it depending on that university, that how many credits they can accept. So they can definitely go, but it's depending on the university.
Exactly. Because since we have found the students after 1 year or one semester, they always plan look for any other options. Depends on their relatives or friend circle. So that's what they need to
Yeah.
know about these things, whether they could be eligible, they could apply or not. Thank you so much. You can go for now. FIC, I think other parts.
Thank you very much. So that's another thing I was quickly saying is obviously due to pandemic, there are IELTS has been started slowly in Bangladesh. But if students still wants to do Duolingo or IELTS indicator, we can still accept that. It's absolutely fine. Now,
Yes,
that
but one thing students are confused, Hasnat bhai, that immigration, they already have announced that the Duolingo is not accepted in terms of the visa application. So in the Facebook page, in the official page, we have seen that they are not recognizing any online proficiency test. So I think that's why we are advising students to do Duolingo right now to get the offer letter for the admission, and before applying for a visa, they should have IELTS. So that could be
so
that.
as I
That's how
said,
we are advising them.
definitely. So as I've been saying, side by it depending on the student how they wanna, for visa purposes is something different. We cannot suggest much. We can
Exactly.
suggest mainly for the academic purposes, and visa obviously is you can suggest student well, definitely.
Exactly.
So that was ICM. Just quickly, revising what we said. There is top 10 reasons. It's not limited, but we found top 10 could be opportunity to stay in Canada. So what we have not talked about is after completing degree, the student should be eligible for 3 years post-study work permit. And as they will be studying from one of the top ranked university in Canada and in the world, and we do have good program as well. A lot of times our students get jobs straight away during their PSW, and that maybe allow them to stay in Canada as well. So there are opportunities. 3 years post-study work permit is there as well. And as we have been saying, flexible degree option, top U15 member, so top tier U15 university member. And I was saying from the beginning, the cost of living, the tuition fees is very affordable comparing to our ranking, which is very high. So it's very interesting match at ICM. The ranking is high, tuition fees is affordable. So this is what all students do.
Exactly.
So I will quickly move to FIC unless you have any question about ICM.
No, I think we have covered ICM. It's pretty well. We have came to know about all the things. We can go to FIC now, since people have a lot of interest about Simon Fraser, since it's a top, I think top 8 in Canada, SFU.
Great. Yes,
So
that's true. I think before I go to that route, I just want to quickly play one of the video for students to have a little bit feeling of FIC, what is, and as I have been saying, it's really top rank, and let's see the services. Let's hear from students. We'll come back to you FIC very soon.
exactly. We'll have the video first.
Glad you asked. Great question. FIC means a lot of things to me.
FIC is like a family. It's like a second home for me. It means friends,
FIC is more than the place ways to study.
love,
I would have to say FIC means community.
Comfort.
The starting point of my academic life in Canada.
And warmth.
FIC prepared me a lot, honestly.
The transition was smooth, and I got to meet like a lot of people from FIC that are still my friends at SFU.
FIC led me to get use of the whole Canadian studying environment.
It gives me a good foundation of knowledge to get on to university.
FIC prepared me to get the confidence to stay and stand out in SFU.
I built up my transferable skills at FIC,
which prepared me to use them not just at SFU but in my life and career.
I would have to say it was the small classes, because the small classes allowed you to actually learn a lot of the material through the one-on-one interaction with the professor.
It really helped me a lot, so that now I'm not really shy in SFU larger classes. So I can actually add something and I'm not being afraid of speaking up.
That's a tough one to put it in one word. Can I use two words instead?
I would say family.
Family.
Family. No doubt. No doubt it's family.
Like home.
So yeah, I would say my home.
I'd like to say FIC is very multi-diverse.
Growth, I would say.
I would say discovery.
It would be opportunity.
I would say encouraging.
FIC is really supportive.
I want to say awesome.
Awesome.
I think the word would be inspiring.
Exciting, because we always got different events and different people, and which really exciting. You can talk to them and you can engage. It's just fun.
Incredible. Amazing.
I'm doing actually great, and I'm feeling really confident.
It has taught me so many things that you wouldn't ever think education could teach you.
I've learned so many things, not only in lectures, but also working in group projects and talking to my professors.
SFU has trained me to become a good leader, become a critical thinker, become a good problem solver, and definitely a good listener when it comes to people and problem solving.
I'm elected student senator.
I did exchange, I did international co-op, and I'm doing co-op at SFU right now.
SFU has been a great platform for me to grow and network with the people in the community.
Of course, yes, totally, definitely, yes, definitely.
I would not change a thing.
Oh yeah, hands down, I wouldn't even hesitate.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
110%. 110%.
I personally really like this video.
Exactly. Exactly. And yes, and the way they have explained that it's like family, it's multi-diverse. So actually, we'll take two questions from one person, like Anwarul Islam. He's saying that any age limit for FIC, and if custodian is provided. Like I think he must be talking about his kids. Is there any age limit of foundation program?
Yes, students should not be below 16. That's one thing. And in terms of custodian, unfortunately, we do not provide by ourselves. But obviously, if you have or student has custodian, then definitely we can go ahead with that.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so dear Anwar Islam, definitely the age should be not below that 16. And if you can manage the custodian, since I know that before, if the student's age is below 18, so they need custodian or guardianship. So in that case, of course, if you could manage, definitely they can your kids can study there, definitely. So yes, yeah, Asan bhai, we can proceed further.
Yes, so as we have been seeing the videos, one thing I always love to talk about is friends, family, the growth, fascination, exciting. So that was I've been talking about whole time, that this is what you're gonna get. And let's say Anwar Islam or parents, I always love to say this confidently to parents that your kid will be in a safe hand. So we do take care of them really well. That is the pathway. We want to ensure that these kids are getting the support. Even what we do is we have a lot of times this sort of thing that student is not in the class. We do chase them regularly to understand. It's not like about attendance. It's about welfare as well. That student could be sick. They need somebody. So we are their kind of their guardian. So that's what we do. Now let's quickly come back to FIC. The ranking I've been talking about. So FIC, one of the best thing is it is #1 comprehensive university in Canada. So it's #1 comprehensive university in Canada. And if we talk about world ranking, it's top 1% in the world. In a lot of ranking criteria, you will see it's top 300 in the world. So it's quite highly ranked university. And if we talk about within Canada, overall ranking definitely is top 10. But as I said, it's #1 comprehensive university in Canada. So when student choosing high rank university, don't forget to consider FIC because that would be one of the high rank university as well. Now let's come back to a little bit about after studies. So once again, we do have co-op program, and as I've been saying, it's quite highly ranked university. So a lot of our students has been placed with, KPMG, Coca-Cola, HSBC, Sony, Facebook, IBM, lot of top companies. So for students, I want to say one thing: you study from top-ranked university, you get co-op from one of the top companies. After completing, it's your golden days waiting for you. And also the postgraduate work program as well. So when they complete the degree, they should be eligible for 3 years post-study work program as well. So that is really, really plus point for students. So I'll quickly show the tuition fees as well. Again, the tuition fees is something I need to show so that they can see it visually. So for students, you can see the tuition fees. UTP stage 1 is just above 21,000. And UTP stage 2 is just above 29,000. So once again, if you see the ranking, you're going to study at #1 comprehensive university in Canada and top 1%. If you see the ranking and the tuition fees, I would say it is also affordable. So that is the ranking. And then we have integrated cornerstone, which is additional with English. So I will come back to the English requirement with you as well. So for students, A-level students, we have for O-level students, let's say we have we do have UTP stage 1, which is obviously you need O-level 4C passes. So once you have it, definitely you can be eligible. Remember, FIC got a little bit higher entry requirement than ICM. So when you go to when you consider FIC, we need to check your transcript, and the entry requirement is a little bit higher. And so that's one thing. And then UTP stage 2, we need 2C in A-level, or we can match with AS as well. So as we say, 2 AS. So it could be 1A, 2 AS. We can still match it. And for engineering, we have a little bit higher where they need B in math. So yeah, that's the entry requirement. For English, remember we need if student has C in their O-level, they're still exempted for IELTS, so they do not need to sit for IELTS. And IELTS requirement overall 6, I would say no one less than 6, because we can still accept 5.5 in speaking and listening, but it's to keep it simple, and always say 6 on each band. And if students do not have that entry, do not have that IELTS score, definitely they can go for our integrated entry. As I've been saying, there is a mix. They will study English, they will study academics. So we have integrated entry as well, where it's overall 5.5 and no band less than 5.5, but it can be 5 in speaking and listening as well. And we do have cornerstone entry as well. Student is overall 5.5, no band less than 4.5. And in terms of academic entry for HSC students, you need 70% for UTP stage 2 in HSC. And for HSC UTP stage 1, we're still working on it. We're not accepting HSC student at UTP stage 1 at this stage. However, we're working on it. maybe very soon you might get some good news about this for HSC student, but at this stage, you took a stage to 70% overall marks. If you want to go for specific subject, definitely you need science subject, you need math, physics, and chemistry as well. And if you want to go for engineering, same, you need those as well. So these are our entry requirements for FIC. And for application purposes, I'm not actually going through application purposes or application process, because that will be Prominent is going to help you with application. So if you need any information, anything, I actually should have said it in the beginning. Prominent is one of our approved educational advisor. So in Bangladesh, you know about know it as representative or agent. So they are one of our approved representative. So if you have any question, definitely they can help you. They can talk to you about it, and they are really regularly in touch with us. If they have any doubt, they will talk to us as well. So for application, talk to them. They can look into your documents, and then they can definitely help you to apply. Over to you, Said.
Exactly. And I would like to say, Mr. Anurul Islam, since you have said that your elder daughter is in SFU, so definitely you must be looking for your another kids to join, to make him or her to join FIC most probably. So definitely we are here. We are here to help you out, since Prominent is the authorized partner of FIC and ICM. And you can start your application process through Prominent. I already shared my contact number 01971000848, and WhatsApp is available in that number. And Hastad Bhai, definitely you can be in touch with him as well, since he is the regional manager of Navitas, looking after ICM and FIC for the South Asian market. And still fall semester, actually, as you know that the fall semester, fall 2020, that's very short time we have. And now with the visa requirement, all these things, we don't have enough time, but definitely you can think for the winter intake, winter 2021 intake. For fall, I think it is already quite late for fall, so you can think for winter 21 intake, and we are here to help you out, since we do not have any service fees for this institution. So Hasan bhai, actually you know that people are looking for scholarship, they are looking for some waiver. Students from Bangladesh, they always tell us, is there any scholarship? So what do you say about scholarship in FIC and ICM?
Yes, so that's another good question. I've missed it as well. So unfortunately, as I've been saying, we're quite affordable in terms of ranking. I mean, against our ranking or with our application process or with our accommodation. But that's why unfortunately we do not have any entry level scholarship. However, based on when students study with us, based on their result, they can get up to $5,000 scholarship at ICM or FIC as well. So we do have progression scholarship. We do have student can actually get those based on their marks they will achieve. I think I'll quickly take the Anwar Islam's question. I'll just add it. So for FIC, please contact with Prominent. But one thing I can tell you, for fall 20, our class is going to start from 8th of September, so which is just 5 days away. Now we are fast with the admission process, but sometimes Bangladesh, I mean, student needs to pay the deposit, complete all the process. So it's very, very tough to complete everything in 5 days. However, if the student is very much interested, you can definitely talk to Prominent. Send your kids document as soon as you can. I think Saibba, if you can share the email address, that will be really great. Your email address. So
exactly.
Sorry, excuse me. You can send it to Saibba immediately, and then he can communicate with us, and we can see if we can squeeze the student. But remember, they will not get the visa before. They will need to apply for visa, and they may need to wait. But definitely for academically, we have time till 8. If you think we can, from your side, you can do everything is ready, we can go for it.
Exactly. And one more thing, that since the class will start very soon, so including to start with the AIP, approval principle, it will take time to apply for a visa, and the embassy or the immigration, they're taking at least 4 weeks to give the decision. So I think it will be quite tougher for you. You need to talk to me. Definitely, I'll advise you how you can start the things. And Hassan Bhai, actually, definitely, and it was a very great session with you so far, and I think it was a lovely session with you, and we have talked so many things with you, and just we need to talk about something to the viewers that sometimes your ambition is to study in top ranked universities, for example UBC, Simon Fraser, University of Toronto, then McGill, McMaster, a lot of top ranked universities are there. I mean, in top 10, there are a few universities that they are in Canada, and ICM, University of Manitoba and Simon Fraser are one of them. And sometimes we have seen that due to your the grades or average, like when your grades are below 90% or 85%, so it's going to be very tough to take admission, to get admission in those universities. So that's why you will be achieving the same degree, same certificate from your dream university, but through a different track. So your goal is same, your achievement is same, but you need to consider your pathway, and that's why ICM and FIC stand for. Since ICM and FIC, the college itself inside the campus, you won't feel that you are studying in some other colleges. It's a college established by the university, and definitely will be studying in the same campus, so you won't feel any difference. You will feel that you are still in the same university. And say as Hassan Bhai said, that definitely it's a very good option for you, since you will be groomed up during your UTP foundation or your pathway program. The class size is small, you can easily cope up with the classes lectures, so it will be a great platform to know. Since when you will come to a the job market or corporate field or the industry, so definitely you should you should consider knowledge. Okay, so the ranking will give you the things, you should have the proper knowledge of that particular subject. So that's why FIC and ICB is very important, where you can start your journey with the proper you can easily grab the lectures, and you can groom up yourself to gain the knowledge. So it's very important, and definitely we'll be in touch with you. And if you have any further question regarding ICM and FIC, we are taking applications for next winter intake. And if you have any further question, please inbox us. Our contact number is there, our website is there, so you can contact us at any time. And Hassan bhai, if you have anything that you need to say finally to our viewers, any last few words.
Yes, definitely. The last one other thing I forgot to mention as well. So ICM and FIC got no application fees. So for students, yes, a lot of providers in Canada or in other country, you might need to pay for application, but at ICM and FIC, actually any Navitas pathway colleges, there is no application fees. And I think there is one other question quickly. I'm going to answer that one. Sideby is like about nursing. Yes, have any facilities for nursing students. So unfortunately, we do not have directly nursing, but we do have health sciences, where if you want, you can study public health program management or global health or international health or health education. So we do have this program on mental health and addiction. A lot of students love this one. So yes, if you want, you can apply for either of this program. So my last word, don't forget, the foundation or first year of the study is very important. If you do not get that correct, then your further studies might get hampered. So this is one thing ICM and FIC does to you. They ensure that your foundation or first year is quite strong by providing smaller classroom extra support. And for parents, my wording is, we do take care of your kids like our own kids, and ensure that they get the facilities, they get the support, even welfare support, student services as well. So we are there to help you. If you're interested, our the winter session, the January 2021 application is open. We have 3 intakes in every year: January, May, and September. So you do have flexible option to get entry. Please submit your application through Prominent. Sideby can assist you, or they can talk to us as well if they need anything. And for to Prominent, thank you very much for organizing such lovely evening, lovely session. I enjoyed this evening. and I enjoyed the session as well. And thank you very much for playing really nice videos for us.
Thank you so much, Hassan Bhai, for joining this live session. It was a very wonderful and informative live session with to all of students, and definitely they will be benefited through this live session. And finally, I'd like to give confidence to our students and parents, since you must be worried that VFS is closed and how it's gonna be happen, how you will apply for a visa, how you will get an offer letter, and if you get the offer letter, then how we can proceed further. So definitely we have been working last couple of months from home virtually, and we have really processed so many visa applications, and students are getting approval in principle. Through the approval in principle, they have really started their classes online. And since the Canadian immigration, they already have said that even if you do online classes, nothing will be affected to your PGWP. So you just be confident, think positively, since we cannot do anything because the whole world is suffering, and we should accept the reality, and we should experience the new system. We should really accept this thing. So if you think positively, then of course you can be with your with your future, and you can continue your life. So it's very important to think positively all the matters. And we are here prominent. We prominent are here with you, definitely. Prominent is a platform who represents a lot of institutions in Canada. So we are here with you to support you, and we'll be coming with our so many successful students who got AIP in our future live sessions. Then you can get ideas that how they did their virtual session with us and virtual service, how they got the virtual service with through us. So thank you so much for watching this live video, and we'll be having another live video tomorrow with Navitas for higher studies in Australia, the same time 9 p.m. It is Friday, and we'll see there definitely. And Hassan, thank you so much for joining, and we'll be in touch. And thank you so much. So we'll say goodbye, good night, and stay safe, stay in home, and try to think positive. Thank you.
Thank you.